Good morning everyone, it's Kim here. Since Target and Dollar Tree has brought out all the fall decor into their stores, it's officially fall now. Today we'll be making some pumpkin pie cake. It's topped with a lovely cream cheese frosting. I think I turned around for like a little bit and my fiance had like 3 pieces. I gave these out to my family and they all loved how moist it was. The list of the ingredients is on this page, but be sure to pause if you need to. In the largest bowl I currently own, I'm adding in my 4 eggs, just giving it a little whisk, nothing crazy. Just very gradually adding in my 1 2/3 cups of sugar. It's quite a lot of sugar, so I'd rather not just dump it all at once. 1 cup of vegetable oil, whisking it as I'm pouring it in. 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. Usually this amount comes in 1 can. Stir this very well. I love the color of this batter right now. It's like screaming fall all over the place. Using my little sifter here, I'm going to sift in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This is just the other half of the flour that I'm sifting in. I kind of wish I had a bigger bowl because I'm making a huge mess right now with the flour. The rest of the ingredients are 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Stir everything very well at the end. Line a pan with parchment paper and pour this batter into a 9 by 13 inch cake pan. Just to make sure my cake is even, I'll smooth it out with my spatula, just going back and forth. Honestly, I don't know any other way for someone to test the doneness of a cake without a toothpick, so if you know any other way to test the cake's doneness, let me know down in the comment box, because I want to learn something new too. As your cake is baking, it's a good time to start cleaning some dishes or asking my fiance to do it while I start on the cream cheese frosting. In a bowl, add in 3 ounces of cream cheese, half a cup of butter, 2 cups of powdered sugar. Stir this all together. It'll help tremendously if your ingredients were softened beforehand. I'm not gonna lie, I hate making frosting. It's always so sticky, buttery, and just exhausting. I would have preferred to use a mixer, but the amount was so small, it's probably easier to just use a sturdy Dollar Tree spatula or a wooden spoon. Add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract for flavor. Just keep stirring and smoothing out your frosting until no lumps appear because you don't want to taste like a chunk of butter. Let it cool down completely before you actually frost the cake, or else it'll just be a hot mess and it'll look like you rubbed melted butter all over your cake, which honestly doesn't sound too bad when I say that out loud. I wasn't sure what I was doing here, but I think I wanted to invert my cake onto a piece of parchment paper with a small cutting board on the bottom. Gently just remove the parchment paper. It almost looks magical how easy it is to remove a cake with parchment paper. My family used to use foil and everything would get stuck and fall apart, and of course that's just barbaric. Please don't do that. I wanted to first add a crumb coat of frosting onto the cake so everything adheres a little better. I ended up grabbing my offset spatula, which does a better job than my clumsy Dollar Tree spatula. Just for a little aesthetics and flavor, I will top it off with some cinnamon. I'm really terrible at cake decorating. I just don't have that kind of patience. So I just want to go above and beyond and just cut off the edges and make it look a little more clean. I don't know why I'm using this instead of a knife. I think it's because I was watching someone on YouTube do this earlier. I should have just used a knife though. I didn't like the first piece I cut at all because I didn't clean my spatula after the second swipe. I'm cringing really hard right now on how bad it looks, but maybe it's a good example for everyone to rinse and wipe their cutting tools after each cut. As I'm cutting off these edges, my fiance is standing off to the side scarfing down each piece I handed him. It's adorable, really. Now that all the edges are trimmed and my mistakes are on display for everyone to ridicule on YouTube on how bad my cake decorating skills are, I'm just going to gently, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just going to gently mark where I want to cut my cake up. It's like a super extra step, but I'm incredibly uncoordinated that this really helps me make my cuts relatively straight. I still don't know why I'm using an offset spatula for this, but it works. And honestly, I feel like cutting this cake took longer than baking the cake. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what other recipes are you interested in me trying. After making like 300 recipe videos, you kind of lose your sense of purpose, so thanks for watching, bye! And yes, I do know I'm a mediocre cake decorator and I have no business showing others how to put butter on cake.